Alright, we're here in San Diego at the Mellow Mushroom Pizzeria. I came here a lot as a kid. I never got to eat the food, so I want to try it. I want to try it out. Wanted to try one of the city's local beer, StAugustine beer. So I got Ancient City Matanza River Red Ale, 6.2% alcohol. Lane got the same. Salud. For all you guys rushing to your keyboard to find this place in San Diego, it's actually in St. Augustine,
Oh, did
Florida.
I say San Diego? Yeah, it's in St. Augustine. Well, first off, I asked the waiter, could you please give me a beer from here that isn't an IPA? And this is the most IPA tasting ale I've ever had in my life. It's got that IPA bitterness. I'm not really super a fan of it, but other than the initial flavor, every other taste that you get is really good, I think.
Well, I've had 5 meals so far today. My taste buds are exhausted and doesn't taste that bad. I'm also very tired. I've slept about an hour and a half the last 2 days, so it's not that bad for me.
My pizza has arrived. I got the Shiitake Supreme Madness. This is a mushroom restaurant, mushroom pizza. You know the deal. First impressions, if you guys ever ordered the like the cheese sauce at Olive Garden and the breadsticks and the cheese sauce, that's exactly what this smells like. It smells heavenly, but it's piping hot, straight out the oven, extra mush. You know how we do. Oh my god, tastes like mushroom.
This is the money shot.
Look at that. The structural integrity of this pizza is astounding. Nice and crispy crust. Let's see. We might be onto something here. I'm giving this an 8.7. 8.7. You want to have pizza?
Oh, sure, thanks. Well, appreciate it.
No problem. It's really good. It's the mellow
no,
yellow.
mushroom, yeah. Cool, man. Thanks.
Have a good night.
Okay, thanks.
So I brought Lane to a place that's very significant in St. Augustine modern history, and he has no idea where we are. Go ahead. Without reading that plaque over there, look at the pool. Does this pool look familiar for you?
Nope.
Have you ever seen a picture of a white man throwing acid into a pool filled with black people?
Oh no, I haven't.
This is the Monsoon Motor Lodge, and in St. Augustine, in June 1964, this was the only place Dr. Martin Luther King was arrested. And there's a very famous picture of black and white protesters in a pool, and a man who owned the pool didn't want them in there, so he came out with what he claimed was muriatic acid and dumped it in this pool. In this pool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How long was Martin Luther King in jail here?
I'm not sure. I'll put it on screen right now. But a lot of people don't know this, but there were big race riots in the 1960s in St. Augustine. It was a real hotbed for racial tension. Big problems during desegregation.
These are the steps that Martin Luther King was arrested on in 1964.
They knocked down the whole building, but they salvaged the steps, which is a really smart idea. That's crazy.
I wonder if they had yellow on them back then.
Yeah, I think they probably did. I think they probably make everything the exact same to the detail. I brought Lane to Castle Otis, and I want him to tell me what year and what country built this castle.
Alright, I don't know, obviously. Well, I'm gonna guess 1980 China.
That's a good guess. Yeah, it was built in the 1980s by 2 dudes. Just 2 dudes just built this castle. That's funny. I got him a little trick question because I didn't want him to guess right away, but obviously looking at it, if you see it in person, it doesn't look like something. But yeah, the 2 guys were just masons and they just wanted to build a castle. They did all the masonry themselves. They didn't have any extra labor. They did it in an Irish castle design. I don't know if you got that because you've been to Ireland.
Yeah.
But it's in the design of an old Irish castle. It looks really nice, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's not.
Glad you can't go up to it.
Yeah, it's not accessible to the public. I think somebody still owns it, like it's a personal residence. When I was younger, like a lot younger, like 10, 15 years ago, I came to Castle Otis. I didn't even know what it was. I just realized that I've been here before. I rode my bike here with my cousin, and the gate was open, and we walked in, and there was a nice garden and everything. I don't know if we were allowed to go in there, but the gate was open. We saw the castle, and we said, why not? So we just walked in. But the gate's closed right now. I don't think they let people in at all. There's a bunch of signs here, but really cool. Nice little view of the modern side of St. Augustine. So let's check out some more modern stuff. Something you'll see in a lot of these southern United States old cities is the drainage systems aren't that great. The one in New Orleans specifically comes to mind, but it comes with a much worse stink than this place. Yeah. For a city of only 15,000 people, St. Augustine definitely punches way above its weight class in terms of history, culture, and tourism. I'm sure it makes a lot of revenue through tourism. St. Augustine has a huge bustling tourism industry with a lot of niche knick-knack paddywhack shops like this one.
Let's go look at some of them. Isn't that Peruvian?
I don't know.
It feels a lot better being inside.
Yeah.
This is cheating, guys. When you go on vacation, this seashell may be extremely beautiful, but they do not count if you do not pick them up yourself off the beach.
That's a controversial opinion. These are really nice.
These are just snails.
Actually, I picked one like that up from Nigeria, outside of a museum. There's actually a lot of shops like this in Florida. Like, I don't know what these are called, but there's a lot of
Wind chime?
yeah, I guess wind chimes, but that kind of style of it. Yeah, definitely got a very specific theme. We're here in America's oldest city. What's her name? Do you want to say?
Terry.
Terry wants everybody to know Trump won.
Is there usually other people who come out here with you?
With the greatest governor, you got to tell them all that. With the greatest governor in the United States.
Ron DeSantis.
Usually by myself.
Hell yeah.
People that walk every once in a while, but
Is
I
there?
come almost every day.
This is Trump country now. He's moved down here, made it his home state. Is there like a bigger group?
I'm sure there is, but I just do this every day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's a leader, not a follower.
Absolutely.
Do you mostly get support, or
Lately, yeah.
do you get any
It
like
started out
heckles?
really bad. I used to get spit on.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened. We won't go there, but a lot of things have happened.
We just were walking and we found this randomly.
Yeah.
24 unique shops, restaurant, grill, and Barefoot Bill's Ice Creameria.
This is really big all across the United States now, where they take these older areas, these more historic buildings, and they make it into like kind of like a mall, but with more niche shops that are just, mom and pops. That's something that I think is really good about like the modern day, that, when I was a kid, mom and pop shops, they were on the way out. They were dying. Walmart was coming in and they were taking them out. But these have been rebounding in like a huge way in the last, 5-10 years?
Yeah, definitely.
In the United States. And it's really great to see that local economies like this are building back stronger.
More pirate-themed tourism. How you doing, boss?
One of the big, it's Captain Jack Sparrow himself.
But more handsome.
Do you have a pirate name? Do you go by a pirate name sometimes?
Yeah, Steve.
Can we film inside a little bit just to show the shop? Oh, perfect.
Are you a captain, Steve?
No, Captain Textor.
Are you first mate?
Hello.
How you mean? Welcome to the pirate store.
Wow, this is a really nice shop. This is cool. You need to get a what do they call it? A tricone hat?
Tricorn.
Tricorn, yeah.
People drug their dogs so much.
If you want to get vapes, Fruity Pebble, Cocoa Charms,
Hemp gummy.
hemp gummy, doggy, CBD. I guess that's I don't know.
That's probably a really successful place. This place probably
Yeah, definitely.
makes a ton of money.
I think it's a little silly, but obviously for some people they like it. It works.
Yeah.
Oh look, here's a bunch of the haunted tours that we were talking about. So if you're interested in being spooked,
Yeah, this is literally just without even realizing we stopped in front of it. There's 6 different tours, and I really don't think you guys could go wrong with any of them. It's really great.
yeah.
Definitely come out here and check it out.
Something I think I see a lot in Florida, but maybe not so much in other places, are these old style
Fortune tellers.
fortune tellers. Yeah, there's Zoltaire, which I think is cool. And then also these coin pressing machines I see a lot. I think it's like the Americana kind of thing that the old people like. And I like it too. I think it's really cool. It draws in, some family-friendly fun. I think it's cool.
Pretty much any tourist place in the United States worth its weight, they'll have a little penny dispenser machine. So if you guys aren't American and you want like a really cheap memento, literally you can, it usually costs like 50 cents.
Yeah,
you
a penny
put it in
plus
there,
2 quarters.
and it'll stamp a penny down for you. It'll flatten it out, so it won't be worth the 1 cent anymore. But it will be a really cool memento that'll have, usually you can pick between a few of them, and it'll just be a little thing that will have like an outline or something to represent the place you were just at.
Yeah, so for here, it might have like a picture. Right here, for St. Augustine, it might have the word St. Augustine or a picture of Castillo de San Marcos probably, or maybe a picture of the lighthouse, something like that. Really cool. I like shit.
So, weirdly, there's actually a medieval torture room here.
Oh yeah, they do have that.
So, while this city may not have existed during medieval times, there is that place. It's weird.
If you want to get a little authentic taste of Spanish culture, which I'm glad they held on to a little bit at least, you can go to this restaurant where you can get tapas and wine.
And another place, right next door to it, Colombia, Spanish restaurant since 1905.
That's actually a very old restaurant, isn't it?
Yeah,
1905.
for the United States, places like that kind of turn over pretty frequently. I don't know if you guys saw, we did a video where we went to the original Burger King, and that has actually become a Mexican restaurant. So even Publix, Florida's only and greatest grocery store, their original location became a restaurant over time.
We're on Shopaholic Boutique Boulevard, Place Avenue.
In a lot of tourist towns all over the Caribbean, you'll see there's basically one street that's very much the center of tourism, and I think for St. Augustine, this is definitely it.
Yeah, no question. It's really nicely designed too.
Yeah, this one's very nice. I like the feel of it. I don't think that this probably would have been the original flooring. I imagine it would have been dirt.
Yeah, probably.
But even though it's not, it is still kind of brown, so it kind of gives you that feel of like how
Authentic.
things might have been, yeah.
Come to Auntie Annie's, only in St. Augustine. Aunt Annie's, only in St. Augustine.
And every mall in the United States.
Pretzels. Oh my God, it's Blackbeard's Jolly Roger. I personally think St. Augustine is one of my favorite cities in Florida. I hope you guys too. If you come here, check everything out. Tell us what we missed in the comments. Tell us if you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.